The KPI.com system gives you the flexibility to build any reports you need based on the data entered into the system. This means you can access the exact information you need at any time, for any period. Let's take a closer look at how this works. Reports and customization. In KPI.com, you'll find several standard reports. By default, when you open a report, all available data is displayed, but you can easily customize it to fit your needs. Click the Customize button and a panel will open. Here, you can select the data you want to see by checking the boxes. You can also drag the column names to set the display order. Once you've selected everything you need, click Apply. Now the report will only show the data that matters to you. Filters. To apply specific criteria, you need to use filters. On the left, choose the parameter, for example, date. In the middle, choose the condition from drop-down list that suits your needs. Then, enter the dates you want to apply and click Run Report. The report will display all documents that were created within this date range. By default, the report page displays 20 rows, but you can increase this number through Customize. You can also combine multiple filters. For example, filter data by a specific customer. Use equal for an exact match. Is not equal to exclude, or contains to search for partial matches. Run the report, and now you'll see data only for the chosen customer and time period. With basic filtering, you can only build reports using the logical and function. This means the report will display only the data that meets all selected filter conditions at the same time. If you activate the advanced filter option, you can create more complex filters. For example, you may want to see data for a specific period, but for two different customers. To do this, you need to add another customer filter. With the standard and logic, the report will stop working because there are no records that belong to both customers at the same time. That's why you need to change the condition for the second customer to or. Now the report will return data for either of the two customers. But as you can see, the date condition is still applied only to the first customer. This happens because the system is currently interpreting the formula as data after September 1st from the first filter for customer 2 from the second filter, or all data for customer 1 from the third filter. Since the logical AND is currently applied only between filters 1 and 2, the system returns data for customer 2 within the specified date range, but also includes data for customer 1, to which the date filter is not applied. To apply the date filter to both customers, you need to put the part of the expression that specifies customer 1 or customer 2 in parentheses, and then apply the AND for this period condition to the entire expression in parentheses. After that, the report will display the data correctly. Grouping. You can group data in a report. To do this, go to Report Type and select the Summary Report format. A new Grouping tab will appear where you can set the grouping parameters, for example, by invoice creator. Now, when you run the report, the invoices will be grouped by who created them. You can add multiple groupings to create the exact view you need. For instance, let's add an additional grouping by invoice number. Now you can see that the data is grouped first by creators, then by invoices, and if you expand an invoice, you can view its detailed product information. You can also specify the order in which the data is displayed, in ascending or descending order, and choose whether the group should be collapsible or expandable when created. Values. Right now, the report only shows raw invoice data, but you don't see the totals. To display them, go to the Values section and choose which data you want to summarize, as well as how the total should be calculated. Sum. The total of the selected numeric field. Count, the total number of records. Average, the average value. Largest value, the maximum number. Smallest value, the minimum number. In this example, we want to know the total amount of invoices and how many invoices were created by each employee. After selecting the values, run the report again. Now you'll see the totals displayed right in the report. Once you've set all the parameters, don't forget to click Save, give your report a name, and specify the folder where it should be stored. Folders. The system includes several default folders, but you can also create your own. To do this, click Add Folder, specify its name and type. After that, the new folder will be available when saving a report. Once saved, the report will appear under that folder in the general list. Export data. To export data from the report, click the Export button and choose the desired format. After that, all data from the report will be downloaded. If you don't want to export all the detailed information but only the main group data, click Hide Detail. The system will collapse the details and leave only the key grouped values and totals. This way, only the necessary summary data will be included in the exported file. Permissions. By default, when you create a new report, only you can see it. To make this report available to other employees, go to Settings, Users and Privileges, Permissions. In the Report section, find your new report and specify which users should have access to it. Now, employees with the assigned role can view this report from their own accounts. These features allow you to quickly and easily access any data you need. Sign up now for a free trial on kpi.com. Questions or queries can be sent to email or WhatsApp.